I was saying. People let the way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
P-Lo, time to bring the bass back.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Action. Action. Sponge. No. Pick that.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and this is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 9 now. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, Charlie. Check three. Snap.
They'll set up a throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Watch the slip. Check 52. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Let's go.
Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Bradley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bradley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, 50's a mic. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Sandy Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerve.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, they'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Come on,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Check, 59. Hey, high 7. 5.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete. It's Johnson.
Complete to number 26. Out of bounds just past midfield.
Ready? 60 or.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, check. 3. Here we go. 50, plant. Get it.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On first down, Bradley escapes the defender. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4 down, even. Shift. Check 9. Check. Crunch. Check it back. Ready.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He's checking crack. Hey, lock it. Jim.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you're rookie break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And here's Allen throwing again. Allen hit. He lost the football.
You ain't going nowhere.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And an alley to run.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a give right side. It's Bradley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
On the double. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? You must be dreaming.
2nd and 14. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Allen going to throw again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He completes this one to Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air, Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this is not even going to get there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Screenplay, Johnson. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Let's get it. 319. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
On 2nd and 12, Allen, and incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Allen to throw on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marlon Mack, 83 yards, and the Bills cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Say. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Score. Check 43.
Now Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Recon, 132 fighter. Look, squeeze. 25, check 25, check 25. On the ball.
On second down, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready? 10 go. Rock it. Tighten up. Check 24. Hey, lock it. Tighten up.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Check.
On first down, Allen. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
The 35-yard line.
Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Allen escapes the sack. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen over the middle, complete. That's Clayton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They're going to run for it with Jones. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Switch. Showing it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check. Leo. Kill. Ready?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here comes Grant on the return. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You better be ready.
Throwing is Allen on third. Throw left side complete. That's Fields. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Throwing now is Allen. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Protein spill. Target. Switch. Hard. Kill. Check four. Get it.
Again, it's Johnson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Hang on here. They declined that.
Let's go.
So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turned down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turned down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Pilot, 64, win. Hatchet. Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Sam on. Sponge. No. You draw corkers. Check. Fresno. Look at me. Door. Shoot.
They'll set up a throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. His throw incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch QB jump.
Throwing again. Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. T.J. Watt and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, Ray 19! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, here we go.
Mike 54.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It moves to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead.